It's a power move if you're really annoyed. You're probably not going to like it, but you got to trust me on this one. I even had a client who told me that for 20 years, therapists have been telling her to be more positive, but nobody was ever able to tell her how. And then when I shared this with her, her whole life changed. She's no dummy. She was an ER doctor for 20 years. By the way, my name's Aaliyah. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm in a public place. I teach manifestation, law of attraction. If you're into that, you can hit the follow button. Here's what happens. People spend decades being tired, feeling like life is just eating them up. People tell them to be more positive and they want to punch them in the face, but they try. They can try to convince themselves that they got it good, but they're still tired. This is the problem with fake affirmations and fake positivity. If you're really chronically going through something, you can't just say a positive affirmation because your brain will call your and you'll be left feeling worse than before. There is a technical way to be more positive, and I'm going to teach it to you. Something that I call micro shifting. The process of identifying the chronic thoughts in your mind about how stressed you are, and rather than trying to be really positive, to just shift a micro amount into something slightly more positive. So if you're chronically saying, I'm so stressed, what am I supposed to do? You're not going to say, life's good, life's good. You're going to say something more like, I'm ready for a change. I deserve a change. I can feel a calling for a different life strategy. Can you see how we just rewrote I'm so stressed? We improved it by like 15% more positive. And can you feel how you can genuinely feel the energy shift of, if you're hearing me, put rewrite in the comments. Here's the thing, it takes more than that because your neural pathway for I'm so stressed is very wide because you've been thinking it a long time. Now you have these new thoughts that are like, okay, I'm ready for a change, but it's not going to be the default way you think. The default way you'll think will still be I'm so stressed. So here's the work. You have to intentionally start practicing I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a change. So we can build out that neural pathway and build up that energy in your body. This feels good. You almost get the benefit from it right away. You get a second chance at life. So just with me, choose something to say. I'm ready for a change. I know it's possible. I can do something different. Feel how that genuinely feels better in your body. Do this for a while. You'll be able to say even more positive things while still feeling genuine in your body. That's the path to happiness. If you're hearing me, I want you to type in the comments micro shift. You're going to go through your day and look at the areas where you might be able to do a micro shift. Rewrite your thought just a little bit so it genuinely feels better. Throw in the comments micro shift.